Hi, I'm Steyn, and this is my top 5 World Cup heartbreaks. At number 5, I've got 1992, South Africa losing to England in a semi-final. South Africa needed 22 runs off one ball. It's quite famous at the Sydney Cricket Ground. I was a young man, probably watching that videotape in 1993 for the first time. It was a couple years later, a couple months after the World Cup had taken place. And I just remember it being such a big thing, and then throughout the World Cups over the years it's always kind of popped up, so it's always been in my memory. At number 4 I have 2003, South Africa's DLS mishap with Boucher not taking a single. In 2003 I was a change room attendant at Supersport Park in the dressing room for the 2003 World Cup. I actually bowled to a lot of those players, and I just remember the whole nation. We had a World Cup in South Africa, we had a wonderful team, and we made this little mistake and obviously cost us big time in yet another World Cup with a bit of rain. So that goes down as my number 4. And at number 3 I have 2019 World Cup final, New Zealand, England. I didn't personally be in the game, South Africa's not in this game, but for me it's just absolute wonderful game to have watched. But for New Zealand, such heartbreak. There was so many ebbs and flows in that game, and it went down to the wire. High. It's just, I can just imagine what it would have felt like in that dressing room. So for me, 2019 World Cup final. And at number 2, personally I was involved in this game, 2015 semi-final against New Zealand. It was a fantastic game, but a rain came into interfere in the game yet again for South Africa. Brendan McCullum got off to a great start. A.B. de Villiers scored some runs, David Miller scored some runs, but it ended in defeat for us. I got hit for 6 with Grant Elliott smashing the ball out of the ground and ending our hopes of making a World Cup final. So that ends at number 2 for me. And number 1, I have 1999, South Africa losing out on another game where Alan Donald was run out. And that game just was a huge game for me. I was at high school at the time, and I absolutely loved cricket. No different today, I still love cricket today. And I remember having probably one of the first times I ever had to cry over a cricket game that I was not part of. And it just, I can still sense that today it means so much to so many South Africans and even those players that played back then. So for me, number 1 has to be 1999.